'09 Buick Lacrosse here, and they've changed out the coil right here and still have misfire. So actually what's usually gone wrong, which is real common on these, is your module has gone bad. So the modules on these right here for your 3800s is this right here. This is your module right here, and it's pretty simple and easy to change. It's actually a 5.5 millimeter or a 7/32 socket. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and loosen them up, get the coils pulled out of the way. Pretty much got 2 bolts on each coil. All I'm going to do is set them aside. Just keep your order in that you had. So 1 and 4, and you had your 2 and 5. You also have one little bolt right here, and that is a 7 millimeter. We're going to go and be removing this guy right here. This is your plug. Go and get that done real quick. Alright, once that's done, we got one more to go. Get this thing off here. See, once you pull this guy out of the way, we'll just sit it right here. This is the old one right here. Now a lot of times you can put dielectric grease down here, so we're going to put a little dielectric grease on the new one right here, and then we'll get it back up in the car. Now one of the things you definitely want to do is look in here, make sure you don't have any corrosion down here in your plug, make sure everything looks good, which it all does. We're going to put a little dielectric grease up here, just a little bit, and we'll start. A little thin layer. Now we're just going to pretty much get it back in there and get it ready to go back on. It's just that simple. Just kind of line up where your bolt holes are. Going to put the coils back on. And literally it just plugs right back in. The next sit up in there. Now one of the things that was done, the coils were changed out and it still had misfire in the same exact cylinder, which is one of the telltale signs on your coil pack or on your module. Alright. Alright, once you tighten your 6 bolts back down, we got one more plug bolt that we got to put on. And get this thing back in the car. Turn that right there. Alright, at that point, you're pretty much done changing out your modules. So anyways, in your description, I'll go ahead and put your actual correct firing order on these modules for your Lacrosse and your other Buicks with the 3800. So I hope that helps you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Love 59 videos out. Alright, now before we change this out, what we had was the motor was shaking pretty bad, and even though the new coil was put on here, it didn't change it at all. It's very common on these right here, the modules, to go bad, and when it does go bad, you'll lose an entire set of cylinders. So you can have one or two actually go bad on that when they, just go bad. So once you replace it, we fired it up, it actually ran nice and smooth again, so it's back up and going.